recruiting event last week. Today is August the 10th, and we are having our Join the Village recruiting event where we're really just explaining who we are and why you should work with us. Yeah. Okay, so here's a message from our founder, Ms. Shawnique Kent. So Ms. Kent is actually on right now. If you'd like to just say hi to everyone, Ms. Kent, she is like our trailblazer, our leader who has really put together this awesome framework and has rallied an excellent team behind her. And now we have you guys, our prospective teachers, tutors, mentors. So thank you so much for coming today. Ms. Kent.
Hello. Sure. Thank you so much, Kayla. We appreciate Kayla Scott. She is a Howard University Rising Junior, and she is our chief of staff who helps to oversee our university students and keep us on task. We appreciate her a ton. She will facilitate tonight. I am so grateful to have all of you with us today. And the goal for today is just to compel you to be a part of the great work that we're doing, to be a servant alongside us, and to just partner with us to build up the communities that we serve. We are incredibly grateful that you have taken the time to join us today, and looking forward to meeting each of you as we go through our speed dating. I'm giving you a little preview of what we're going to do, a speed dating style meet and greet for the leadership team. So thank you so much for joining us. Kayla.
Thank you so much, Ms. Kent, for the introduction. So hi, everybody. To everybody who doesn't know me, I know I have a couple friends on the call today. Nice to have everyone here. My name is Kayla Scott. I'm a junior accounting major at the illustrious Howard University. I'm just so blessed to be working with Village Education Tutors Foundation as our chief of staff, as oversight on our university interns. And so today we just had our Meet the Founder, but next we'll be getting into our leadership team introductions. We're going to talk a bit about our algebra, the spring that we spent with our Algebra 1 Equity Scholars program, what we're looking forward to for the fall and the spring of this year. We're going to be talking about kind of what partnering us will look like in the form of our available roles. And then we'll get into some really fun speed dating or breakout room sessions. And then we have a survey that you guys can fill out at the end to give us all of your, or not all of your information, but your information, how we can contact you, and what next steps look like with working with us. So thank you guys so much for joining us today, and let's get into our session. All right. So again, just to tell you guys a bit more about who we are. So again, we have Ms. Kent, our wonderful founder, but you know, there's kind of a method to, I don't want to say madness, because it's not madness what we're doing. It's actually really sensical, and it makes the most sense. And it's like the most impactful thing you could do, I think, ever, is to impact the youth through their education. It's something that we've all received throughout our entire lives. And so being able to really push that through in a program like this is amazing. So the inspiration behind our program was Ms. Kent's personal experience having to take a step back from the corporate world and really having to realign her priorities and goals on how she can focus on her family and ultimately her community. Again, you know, it's hard when you see the world of education today, how many students are kind of falling below the radar, and COVID-19 has only amplified this issue. And so if any of you guys have like younger siblings or cousins or friends, you know, whoever you've seen them kind of struggle with the virtual environment. And so our goal is to make the virtual environment as soothing and relaxing for students and a source of kind of support for them outside of their normal school life. So we have been able to really support students, and it's just been amazing. So this is a bit about Ms. Kent, and these slides will be made available to you guys later if you'd like to go back and read a bit more about us, because you know it is really impactful work that we're doing here, and the founding, the structure that is behind our founding is just amazing. So, and when you look at this, don't forget to really take a peek at this corporate career, because corporate is what drives a lot of our program with our presentations and our communication style. It is a little bit different than what you will get in some other nonprofit programming. And so just stay tuned for the professionalism and the business acumen that we implement in working as a team. Okay, so here's a look at our executive leadership team. So if we want to do like round table, of course, as you get into our program, we'll tell you a bit more about their specific roles in a bit more details. We don't want to give away all the jewels at once, but I would love it if we could do a round table and our executive team could introduce themselves. I already introduced myself, but yeah, you guys can just start up if you want to start with Carlin with the gorgeous twist out today. So.
Thank you, Kayla. My name is Carla Larkin. I'm the Chief Academic Officer here. I won't say much because we're at a time constraint, because we actually want to meet you. But I just want to say that we are excited to partner with you, and we look forward to sharing a little bit about us and how impactful we can be in the community. Nice to meet you.
Ooh, Serena, do you want to go next? Or Kristen? Oh, Kristen,
Okay, I can go. Hi, everyone. I am Kristen Maher, just got married, so we got to update that last name. I'm still getting used to it as well. Um, I have a pretty unique twist because I've been here from the beginning. So I've gotten the opportunity to see us grow over the last year, and it's been amazing. It's been a very exciting opportunity to be a part of, and just seeing how our girls have grown and all the students in our program, because before it was the algebra program, we started off with, I think it was 11 students, and there were 5 teachers. So our program has really grown, and we are excited to see it grow even more. So I look forward to meeting you all.
Hi everyone, I'm Serena Asante and I'm the lead wellness life coach. And I'm so excited to meet all of you. I can't wait to hear a little bit more about you guys.
Awesome. So that is, again, we can't give away all the jewels. We can't get into the nitty gritty on all that we do and what these roles look like. But we're so grateful to have all of our executive leadership team and our teachers who work really closely with us in providing excellent service to our students and support. So let's drive on. All right, so here's a look at our Friends of the Village. So we have quite a few partners that work with us on a daily basis in supporting our students and the service we provide. So first, we have Village Education Tutors, not Education Tutors Foundation, but just the general LLC that backs us, Village Education Tutors. Then we have Personal Wellness Counseling Service and Thomas Clinical Consulting, or T2C services, which helps us with our wellness servicing. So our wellness team works hand in hand with them in providing the best sessions for our students and making sure that they are really in tune with their emotions as they continue their academic journey. Then we have Main Social Media, who supports us with kind of our marketing plan and getting things out and putting the word out about who we're working with, our fundraising efforts, and so on and so forth. We also are we're partnered with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, who supported our Algebra 1 Equity Scholars pilot program, which is not the program that we're sitting in now, but they really supported us with their pilot in the form of a very sizable grant that was just really impactful to our program. And we really got to show them our best and what our model looks like on a daily basis for students. Next, we have the 1619 project, which, if there's any Howard heads on the call, Nicole Hannah-Jones is the author of this. And so we are working with the 1619 project in helping students conquer imposter syndrome and what that looks like in Black and Brown or African American and Latinx students. So we really are focused on kind of knocking that down and really exploring what that looks like in kids and how to kind of eliminate it from their growth as students. And then we're also backed by the Welfare Foundation, who also just gave us a grant to really support our programming this summer. So it's been really amazing working with them. And all of our Friends of the Village, are not limited to the people on this screen, but they stretch out to all of you and, the families and the students that we work with in the school districts. So we really have an awesome opportunity before us. All right, so let's talk about our Algebra 1 Equity Scholars Program. So give me 1 second. One second, guys. I'm going to stop my share. I'm going to play for you guys a quick quick video that kind of talks about our program, and you'll see this kind of surfacing around as we begin to grow. So give me 1 second, guys. I hate wearing these glasses sometimes because they just show my whole screen, so I gotta hold my head up so you guys can see my whole email deck. So 1 second. Okay. Full screen. All right, guys. All right.
At Village Education Tutors Foundation, it is our desire to help all youth who engage in our programming to know that they matter, they have value, they have gifts that reside inside of them that need to be discovered. We are here to aid them along their discovery journey and to support holistic growth and development.
Thanks to the Gates Foundation, we have been able to make our dreams more tangible because of their support of Village Education Tutors Foundation.
So that was just a quick view. I love this video because it shows like our adorable students. They were great, and it was so much fun to work with them. Our pilot that we had at the beginning of the year was only 13 weeks, and so we only had 13 weeks to really make our impact on these students. But it was time well spent, and we really got to see them grow as scholars and just people. You know, they were about to go into the next step, which was they were 8th graders, so they were going on to high school. So being able to support them and kind of, you know, get them prepared, but still like excite them about what high school is like. It was really awesome. And so we're super glad that we got that opportunity. And so now we're in phase 2, which is our program. So now we are working with the Algebra 1 Equity Scholars full-fledged program, get rid of the pilot, use it as our kind of stepping stool into the progress that we're going to achieve this year. So again, this year we will be working with Colonial School District with their 8th grade students, and they have all received a scholarship to work in our program. And so the scholarship amount that they're getting, the essence of all the program they're getting is about $10,000 per student. So we're giving them a lot of amazing resources in the form of virtual and, you know, actual people. So they didn't get the support of individualized tutoring at school, but they get that support with us. So not only do they get master's degree, fully certified teachers, they also get amazing university interns like ourselves to really work with them and hone in on their skills. So again, it's just been amazing to really get the opportunity to work with them so we're going to be working with these students from August to June. Okay, so we're getting almost a full year with these students, and we'll be meeting with them twice a week. And we'll also get the chance to engage with their families and, you know, engage them a little bit outside of session in the form of workshops and other coaching opportunities. So it's a really awesome program. And Kristen, would you like to speak here kind of a bit more about our Equity Scholars Program and the problem we're trying to solve?
Absolutely. Thank you, Kayla. So the issue or the challenge that we are trying to solve is to provide equity-based Algebra 1 education to our underserved communities. Really have a focus of working with African American and Latina 8th grade girls. Our program is based on a 3-tier model, right? So the very first tier is relationship first. Everything that we do starts with a relationship. Okay, that starts with us having a relationship with our students, having a relationship with their families, having a relationship with their school networks. The second piece to that is wellness. If a student comes in and they are thinking about something that happened earlier on in the day, they're not ready to be there learning math as their best selves. So we really strongly focus on wellness and making sure that we are supporting our students in a really holistic fashion. And thirdly comes our academics. As Kayla mentioned before, we have master's certified teachers. So we have highly qualified teachers ready to give instruction. And so all of our interns are also there. It's a 1 teacher, 2 interns, and 6 student ratio. So they have a lot of individualized attention. So it's not like a program that I've ever seen before. And it's really an exciting and groundbreaking movement that we're starting here. So.
Zoom and this mute. No, but you know, our program is really specific in addressing the social emotional side of students, which they don't get in nearly any program. So being able to provide students with the social emotional support that they need to continue on their day is really where our impact is coming from. So students will get the chance to engage with a wellness life coach weekly on setting goals for themselves and really kind of coming to terms with what they want to do and where they want to be and how they can grow within school and interpersonally. So it's really amazing, the service that we're offering to them. Okay, so let's get into, our university coaches. This is why y'all came here. Y'all came to talk to me about what it's going to look like for you guys to partner with us. And so our university mentor coaches, that's a mouthful for me. So if I stutter on that one, pray for me. But this model is being pushed by our Pay It Forward model. So this came about, the plan for the program was always to have university scholars to support the education of our students. But we really came into terms with our pay it forward model during our pilot program when we realized the impact that university students really do have on our scholars. And so when we think of this, we think of it in three ways. So one, you're working with a teacher. As a university intern, you're supporting teachers in session by kind of taking note of the students, and this is in the form of session notes. Later on, you help them develop their weekly emails to kind of give families updates on how their student is progressing. But overall, you're really supporting the student by facilitating check-ins with them, by kind of watching how they're engaging with the session and touching base with them during breakout sessions where they'll get one-on-one time with you to really make sure they're understanding the content and the material. And then you get to advocate for students, which is the most important part, because a lot of our students struggle with self-advocating. And so being able to look at a student and say, hey, you're going to need maybe another hour or 30 minutes working on this topic. And I can't do it right now, but I'm going to connect you with another mentor who is available from this time slot to help you. This is what our program is about, making sure students get the extra support to the extra support they're already receiving from our program. So it's already twofold, the way that we're really engaging with them. And then we also will get the opportunity to facilitate workshops. And so workshops look a million different ways. So for me, during the pilot program, we did Zoom etiquette. We talked about, what did we do? We talked about kind of I'm trying to think. Oh, we talked about college. We did a college readiness where I got the girls to all sign up for their own college tours. So I have a couple of baby bisons in the works, but a couple of them wanted to look at some other schools, so it was fine. But we got them kind of engaged on that level. Then we also had a STEM lab where another intern offered support for students in that way, really, showing them what it looks like to write a lab report and, how fun it is to be engaged in the sciences. So it's been awesome kind of working with them in that respect. And so the sky's the limit on whatever you can provide to students in the form of your own workshop and really supporting them as in their growth as students. Oh, yeah. Okay, so now this is the part that Ms. Kent and all of our teachers are excited about, kind of getting into our speed dating. So I'm going to put everybody into breakout rooms, and our teachers are going to pop in for 2 minutes. They're going to get 2 minutes, just two. I'm going to close the breakout, or actually, I can't. But you guys have to leave in 2 minutes. So I'll pop in if y'all are hanging over the time. Kind of hard to measure it that way, but that's what we're going to try to do, and keep it flowing with conversation. So let's get into that now. I'm going to stop my share, and I'm going to put you guys into the thing. But thank you guys so much for joining us today. Make sure you complete the survey. So can we drop the survey in the chat one more time so everybody can get it again? Please keep your ears to the street for our very big news tomorrow and our survey so that we can get you information on next steps. We will be sending you all the information for what that will look like between today and tomorrow. This week, we are in our first week of intern training. Oh, I didn't do that. So you guys will get your trainings if once we continue our next steps, and they will be asynchronous. So you guys will be able to look at them on your own time, and then we'll have some roundtable discussions, or we'll do some maybe 2 discussions next week just to kind of talk about what we went over and making sure that we're all on the same page, and that will be with our full intern class. So we'll probably do that next week on Thursday or Wednesday. So please, keep your ear to the street for that. And again, we're just so glad to have everybody engaged. It is storming here in DC out of nowhere. It was very beautiful 20 seconds ago. But thank you guys so much for joining us today. If you have any questions, please reach out to the HR mailbox. We're so excited to have you guys all engaged and here to really put your best foot forward for our students.